when we look at the horrors and the injustices and how we've destroyed the earth, we can sometimes get so caught up in that we forget that we are the medicine, that we are the hope, and the driving force behind the answer. Because we can put our attention on what's wrong, and that can only lead us so far, because then we have to obviously think of the solution. We can't turn a blind eye, but it's about seeing it and then looking for the solution and not outsourcing the solution. And it is so easy to then, I've done it myself when I'm thinking, looking at all the destruction, thinking, how is this possible? How are we going to heal from the destruction, from the wrongs, from the injustices, from the destruction of nature, from the natural world? And then I realised that, for example, the story of Elzéar Bouffier that I put on my Instagram, the guy that planted a forest all on his own. He did this all on his own. And he was living proof that anything is possible. So if one man can replant a forest and do all that for the next generations, then imagine what we could do if we all came together. And this is why when we form a community, then we become self-sustainable. We can see a problem and then we can see a solution to that problem. What if we're separated, all we see is problems? And like, I've got a board behind me. I'm in my room at the moment. I've got a board behind me of all these amazing memories that I had when I was a child. And it's that childlike hope, then dreams, that are going to be the answer to what we are now stepping into. Because it's like the children. They would not be born in this world if there was no hope. They would not be incarnated. But they have. Therefore, they are the generation, and we are the generation, not just my age group, in 20s, people in 30s, 40s, but also people that are just still alive right now. No matter what age, we are the ones that are going to teach the next children. And the children are actually going to be teaching us. A lot of the time it's the younger people. It's like myself. I'm going to be teaching older people than me about certain subjects. But yet the older people will also teach me about certain subjects. This is how it works. You know, I believe that I've been here before. The soul always, incarnates in different lives. I believe it never stops. You know, it's always transforming, and therefore age really doesn't mean anything in terms of the grand scale of limitless time, which doesn't actually exist. It's just an illusion, but it's there as an experience. So we have to listen to whatever age. If there's facts coming out, if there's truth coming out of someone's mouth, you have to listen to it. And this is why we need to listen to the children. We need to listen to the hope and the dreams that they are coming into, and don't shut them down with their dreams. This is what has been happening. This is why, especially now, we are coming into this level of trust and this level of awareness that our dreams have been like trying to be shut down, and we're trying to reclaim our divine power. We're trying to reclaim our earth. We're trying to also come together with the indigenous ones and think of solutions to rebuild to solve the destruction. Because there's been so much, not just in ourselves, destruction in our own bodies, but destruction, of the springs, of the forests, of the industrial revolution, so-called revolution, and all of that. That's just basic level, and we've got to heal from it all. And we can't it's overwhelming if we think of how we're going to do that. How are we going to plant all the trees? How are we going to do this? It will just all come together, naturally unfold, once we step into who we are, once we find who we are, once we know that there's always belief and hope, and just to put a little bit of effort in it each day to go towards our vision of what we believe. Even if it's just planting one tree, even if it's planting a seed in your heart to open your mind, to open your being. It's not all about physical stuff. It's about opening yourself up. That changes everything. It changes frequency, changes everything. Once you step into who you are, once you take the steps to find who you are, to find the source of your emotions as well, because all emotions come up: dark, light, grief, sadness, happiness, ecstasy. They all matter, and they are all just as important as the other. They're all there to teach us things about ourselves. So when things of the dark come up, we have to feel that. We have to feel that, not push it aside, not think how we're going to cure ourselves, because there's nothing wrong with us. There's nothing wrong with being depressed. There's nothing wrong with being, with all of these different things. It's just healing. It's just there to show us something. It's just there to show us. It's a guide. Our emotions are a guide. They are the healing. Same with physical symptoms. They are the healing. They are the guide. There's no such thing as there's something wrong with you. There's not something wrong with you. It's awareness. It's consciousness. It wants you to be aware of it, to then see it from a higher level, to then look, this is what I now want. If you've got a strong vision, not many people know what they want though. That's the thing. And that's okay as well, because life's a journey of finding what we want. Very recently, I've discovered something that I really want to put at the forefront of my life that I never really believed in before, that I never really thought about before. I've realised it's actually my biggest passion. I've realised that now. And that can go for anything. If you don't know what you want, it's okay, it'll come. You just need to believe. You just need to take it easy on yourself, forgive yourself, accept where you are, accept that it's up and down. Life is a roller coaster. We are constantly going up and down all the time. And this is why life is just so magical, because we just don't know what's around the corner. We can't control everything. We can only control what we can control, ourselves. But we can't control the external circumstances. Yes, we can manifest things in reality that are aligned, but things outside of ourselves that are not in our control, we just have to let go. And we have to surrender to that process, surrender to a higher consciousness that is guiding us and that knows what's best for us. A higher self, we could call it also our higher self and divine consciousness. And once we surrender to that, once we know our visions and surrender to that, then our visions will come in the divine timing, and they will also come exactly how they're meant to. And most of the time, if not all the time, they will be better than you ever thought. But you just need to feel that first. You need to feel what it's like to achieve your dreams. You have to feel what the world would be like if we all were in balance. You have to feel what the world would be like if once the forests are replanted. You have to feel what it's like once the waters are healed. You have to feel, you have to see that, envision that process. It's called dream time. This is what our ancestors did. It is dream time. So when we go into a state of meditation, you could call it meditation, but it doesn't have to be. The name is being a bit diverted, really. All meditation means is to be still. And to be still, to be meditating, you could meditate whilst you're walking, you could meditate whilst you're eating, you could meditate whilst you're playing the guitar. All of these different things are meditation. And when we visualize, it's meditation. So if you visualize what your life is going to be like in an aligned way, you visualize what the world is going to be like, just like our ancestors, they dreamt us in. They dreamt us into existence because of their dream for life, for Mother Earth. And this is why now what we're doing, we're going to be dreaming our ancestors back into existence, because by acknowledging them and acknowledging their help, we're going to be dreaming the people that are going to come after us back into existence. We're going to be dreaming what we see into existence, because it's all internal. We see how we feel in ourselves. It's a mirror. Life is a mirror. We attract relationships, physical things, experiences that are mirroring our own internal feelings. So if you experience something in the outside world, it is there to teach you something, because you've either not integrated something, it's there to teach you something, or you have integrated it and it's there to say, look, there's your reward for integrating it, because your life will then change. So this is what I've experienced, and this is also going for people that are going through struggles, because when you go through a struggle, I've never claimed to have gone through a really dark time, but I know people that have, and so when we go through such a dark time, it is important to open the heart back. To open the heart back from the dark time and not to get caught up in the victim mentality, because then we don't heal. We have to understand that was a period of our lives that was there to transform our souls. But then we have to move on from that. If anything really dark happens, we have to think, I feel that now, but I can't live from that way anymore, because it just does not serve me. If you live from the victim, you'll forever be seeing things as against you all the time. And where are we going to improve with that mindset? We'll never improve. We'll never be satisfied with life if we feel that everything's against us, because it's not. The only thing against you is you. all the time. The only thing against you is you. You only attract things against you if you're against you. So this is how life works. It's a mirror. It's a mirror. Once you hold within, even if things start going apparently wrong, you begin to see it more as a challenge rather than you feel like to chuck the pan across the room and cry every time, even though it's sometimes challenging because of this human body that we see things only in the moment. We don't see the bigger picture unfolding, and this is what it's a practice. It's about feeling that in the moment, letting yourself feel the sadness and the anger. Don't push that aside, but then understand that this is part of a bigger picture. Once you've got that vision in your head, you know that too will subside, just like every storm runs out of rain. This is what life is about. It's just about the duality. It's about the experience. And it's about opening our hearts to the purest of truth, which is wholeness, integrated wholeness, not just preaching something. I will never talk. What I also want to say is I will never talk about something on my YouTube that I have not experienced myself, because what is that going to benefit? What is that going to benefit? I don't feel it doesn't feel true to me. So any film I make and any talk I give, I have felt it, and I believe that it's true in me. And you can take whatever you want from that, but it's my experience. I'm just sharing my experience, and I'm trying to share the feelings that I have on my YouTube. So this is why it's so important for me to do these videos, because I don't like to share everything, but I like to share the bits that I know that are going to be very beneficial for people, and then it will become manifested. It's just like this channel. I've had a lot of beliefs about it, and I still do. Like even if like the case of shadow banning, and at some level it may have been true, but if this is truly what I want, then I can bypass any sort of shadow banning. It's just the way the universe works. If this is my dream, then it will work. So I will get the followers and the people taking the message in, which I already have. I'm grateful for the comments that I've had. I don't have a huge following right now, but I'm grateful for the people that are on the channel. And yeah, please like and subscribe this video. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, there'll be a lot more talks like this to come, and a lot more traveling to come soon. I'm at the moment just in the depths of winter, and trying to develop some stronger roots and to go into the depths of myself as well. So this is why I'm in a bit of a phase where it's an interesting phase. It's an interesting phase to say the least at the moment. But so that's why I'm going to be kind of going towards in the channel. The traveling content will be soon. The van is ready, actually. He's ready to go. Now waiting for me to put my roots on the earth, in the ground, and to grow from there. And this is what winter's all about. That dormant phase, but really it's not dormant. Everything's just growing underneath, ready for the next season. So thank you very much for watching this video, everybody, and please like and subscribe and leave any comments you feel the need to leave. So have a good day or night wherever you are in the world.